If you haven't been able to complete a no spend challenge, or you are looking to do a no spend challenge, but you are feeling like maybe it's not for you, well, let's talk about some different no spend challenges you can do. Hi, it's Elena of Financialdemics, and we are going to talk about different types of no spend challenges that you can do. If you have not seen this video here, you can check it out after watching this video. But I did a no spend challenge and I was very skeptical. I mean, I even went into it unprepared, okay? Because it's not necessarily something that I would do, but after the experience and after doing some more research on no spend challenges and speaking to my different friends who have done them before in the personal finance community, there's definitely ways that you can make a no spend challenge work for you. So let's talk about the first type, and we'll talk about the one that I did and then go from there. So I did a no spend month. So in the month of March, I did a no spend challenge, and I did not spend on anything outside of necessity and business items, because you can't include business in your no spend challenge, for the month of March. And it actually turned out a little better than I expected. But there were certain things that I definitely could have done better, which I do talk about in that video that I have linked. But you can do a no spend challenge for the whole entire month. Another way that you can do a no spend challenge is you can do a no spend challenge for a week. It doesn't have to necessarily be for the month. So you could do a no spend challenge for the week to control your spending. And it's a good way to start off, especially if you think you can't make it for the entire month, or you have tried before and you always fail. Maybe a no spend challenge for the week would be great for you. Another way to do it is to do no spend days. So with no spend days, you are going that entire day without spending money on the things that you designate you're not going to spend money on. Now, with all of these types of no spends, I'm going to go ahead and say it now before I talk about others. The way to make it really work is to actually save or invest the money that you have saved by not spending that day, week, or month. Because what you don't want to do is like still have that money in your spending account or however you have it, cash or whatever, and then you just wait to the end to spend it up. The point is to create better habits, right? But then also it's a way to save more money. And like I said, you could either save it if you're trying to like build up some savings accounts like emergency fund or some other short-term goals that you have coming up, but you can also invest it if you've already hit those other goals. Or you can even, because if one of your goals is to pay off debt, you could use that money and pay off a debt that you're currently working on. You can also do a weekend only challenge, which I know probably could be like a little rough for, I want to say, everyone, especially if you're the type who works like Monday through Friday and you have the weekends off, because unless you're a homebody, you're probably outside on the weekends. So it's a little bit harder to not spend on the weekends. So a weekend only challenge is good to have, especially if you're looking at a month and maybe you say that you're not going to spend any money one weekend of the month, or maybe 2 weekends of the month you're not going to spend any money. I think that would be good. And you can make sure that you have certain things that you can spend money on, right? Because you're still going to need necessities. So if you do your grocery shopping over the weekend, then yes, we expect you to go grocery shopping, but maybe you're not buying any extras that are not on your list and you're very specific about what you are going to pick up in the store. Another way to do your no spends, my friend, I'm going to actually post her picture on the screen. She actually created categories. So instead of just saying I'm not going to spend period except for like on business stuff like I did, she had certain things that she could spend on and certain things she couldn't spend on. So she had certain things that were coming up and she knew was coming up during the month that she actually said, like, I can spend on these items. But then there were certain stores that she couldn't go to. Target was one of them. That's one of my favorites too, so I understand. She had a certain restaurant or like a smoothie shop that she was hitting up on a regular basis. She couldn't spend on that. So that's something that you can do for any of your no spends to make it a little bit easier for you to be able to achieve your goals. You can also, if you're looking at your spending habits and maybe you see that you're eating out a lot, maybe you do a no spend for like restaurants or for lunch. Like, okay, I'm not going to eat out for lunch for these days, and maybe I only have one day of the week I can eat out, but it's a no spend for 4 days of the week, spend on, you know, that one day. So that's another option. If you go and get coffee a lot, maybe it's a no spend on coffee and you're making your coffee at home. Same thing for breakfast, because, you know, if you work anywhere really. I was gonna say if you work in the city, like being a commuter, quick to stop and get breakfast somewhere, but maybe that's something that you take out during your no spend or you limit. You can also do a no spend for the year. I see people talking about no buys or low buys, and typically I notice that they're doing that within specific categories. I would say like clothes, like maybe someone decides I'm not going to buy any clothes for the year except for in these maybe situations, right? I'm trying to think of a situation where you may have to all of a sudden buy clothes, like maybe if it's a wedding and you know you're going to need something nice and you don't already have it, right? So you can do that, but you also can do a no buy for clothes for a month or a week, or I wouldn't say necessarily a day, but I mean, I guess if you're a person who buy clothes every day, that could be a thing. But you know, maybe you have that set for you. Or like for me, I am a sneaker girl all day. Any type of shoes, any type of sneakers. Maybe like I say I'm not going to buy any sneakers for a certain period of time, right? So that could be a way. And the money that I would have put towards buying that, I invest or I save or put towards my student loans or something. So if you're looking to do a no spend challenge, then find different ways to do it. There's so many different ways you can do it. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing a no spend challenge soon, and I will see you in this video right here.